Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I pay my respect to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. I pay respect to our teacher, late Venerable Acharya Buddharakita Bhante. I pay respect to our Guru Bhanteji, Kashapa Bhante. My respect to all the Bhikkhu Sangha, dear Samanera, Anagarika, Upasak and Upasikas. My metta to you all. Sit, relax, okay? Don't stress yourself. Do you want happiness? You don't want happiness. Do you want happiness? Who want happiness? Raise your hand. Oh, others don't want happiness, huh? So sad. Who want dukkha then? Who wants suffering? Who want pain? Anyone? Nobody wants pain, right? Everyone wants happiness. Happiness, both physically, mentally. Not only you, not only we, seeking for happiness, right? Even for animals also, they are seeking for happiness. Have you seen animals seeking for happiness? Huh? Have you seen or you have not seen? I guess you have seen, no? Because when the animals are hungry, what they do? They start looking for food, or if it's raining, they look for shelter. That means they are looking happiness for physically. So as a human, no, it's our nature to find happiness. Mostly as a human, our nature of our mind is to find happiness in material things, right? You try to like physically, you want some happiness, then you go to movies, you go to holiday destination to get some relax and happy in your mind, right? Right or wrong? You have to answer me, okay? Okay. Now, in Buddhism, it says that if you want happiness, then you have to do something, or you have to train yourself to get this happiness. It says that in Pali we can say Sikha Pada. That means training in morality or training in virtue. So I will explain regarding this from Dhammapada. We can say, you know Dhammapada? Do you know the book Dhammapada or you don't know? If you don't know, please go to bookshop and buy this book. It will help you to make you happy if you read and if you practice. If you just read and just keep, nothing will come. If you read, then you have to try to practice or put in your life, in your day-to-day life. Okay? So, from chapter 18, Malavagga. So we will try to understand Gatha number 246, 247, 248. These three gathas are very familiar to Upasak and Upasikas, those who come regularly to this Sunday discourses or Maha Bodhi program. Okay, you will hear these gathas every day. Okay, let me check you. Yo panati pata pateti musavadancha bhasati loke adinnama diyati paradharancha gacchati sura meraya panancha yo naro anuyunjati ida eva ma so lokasming mulang khanati atano. Okay, first these two gatha. Evang bo puriso janahi papa dhamma asanyata matang lobo adammocha chirang dukkhaya randayung. Okay, this is a Pali verse. Did you get some words from here? Can you tell one word? I will not tell the English translation. If I tell English translation, I'm sure you will get it. Huh? You got a word? 2-3 words? Okay, I think Vajira got it. Okay, here says 5 precepts. Okay, Shila, Sikhati, train. So you come every day to attend this morning session, right? Attending puja and meditating for some time. Then you take these precepts also before meditating. Then you hear these Sunday discourses. So when you come and take this precept, that means you are training yourself, right? You are training yourself in what, right? You are training sikha. You are training. You are trying to train in 5 precepts. Okay, number one. Then sometime in full moon or on new moons, you come to this temple. I see some upasak and especially upasikas. I saw they come and take 8 precepts. Right? You try to train yourself in 8 precepts, and you can see here novices. They are trying to train themselves in train precepts. Okay. So now here in this gatha it says that yo panati pata. Number one, you have to remember panati pata. And in precept also you say panati pata veramani sikha padang samadhyami. Here the first panati pata. What does it mean? Here is combined of 2 words. Panati atta. Here, okay, very simple. I will explain you. I think every day you hear this. So panati pata means killing a living being. Here, living being means one who is uh, still alive. Okay? So here you can take for animals, you can take even human beings. Like if you go, you have angry, okay? You got angry on someone and you saw a dog statue or some animal statue. Then because of your angry, because of your intention to kill someone, you go and hit that statue of a dog or statue of an elephant. Is that killing? Is that killing? No. Why? Because in that statue, there is no life. Panatipata happens only when you have, like, someone is still alive. Like, like for me, if I am alive still, you come and you kill me. So that is panatipata for you. Panatipata veramani sikha padang samadhyam. Here you have to remember sikha. Sikha means training. So now you will train voluntarily. Samadhyami means I take voluntarily training in not killing any living beings. Number one. Number two is you will not steal. No, you will not take anything which is not given to you. Okay. Then here also you have to remember sikha pada. I train in not taking what is not given by others. Number three, kamesu michachara veramani sikha padang samadhyam. You have to remember sikha pada. Here I train myself from committing sexual misconduct. That means here you have to be very careful, especially for husband and wife. If they are married, husband should not cheat with the wife should not cheat the husband. So you train in this precept. Okay, not indulging in sexual misconduct, training. Then number 4 is musawada. Veramani sikha padang samadhyami. Musawada means telling lie, not telling the truth. So you have to remember the word sikha pada. That means I train myself from telling lie. That means you will, from the opposite, you will follow, you will tell the truth. And number 5, it says Sura Meraya. That means here is given only one word, Sura and Sura Meraya. That if you hear, especially in this Gatha, it says that especially, how you say this, wine. If you take wine or alcohol, what happens? Have you taken alcohol, upasak, upasikas? If you have not taken, is good. Who have experience, I think they know. If you take alcohol, what's happened? Okay, so in this gatha, he says that you will try to avoid, or you will train yourself from this precept that not drinking alcohol, which intoxicate your mind. So you remember these 5 things. And here he says that during Buddha's time, when Buddha was staying in Savatthi, these 5 upasakas, they were following this precept. Like one upasaka was following only panadipata, one upasaka was following only adinadana, one upasaka was following only kamesu michachara, one upasaka musavada, one upasaka surameraya. So one day he says that they came in one place and they were like telling each other, no, oh, I follow this 5 precepts, panadipata is very difficult to practice, it's not that easy. So they were like boosting each other. No, I practice adinadana, I practice musavada, I practice kamesu michachara, I practice surame. So they were like boosting each other. So he says that it's what I practice is very difficult to practice. He said then the Buddha came and Buddha told this upasak to practice these 5 precepts, to train oneself in these 5 precepts is not that easy. So we say this is Shila. So for upasak and upasikas, this is very essential for you to keep or try to practice in your day-to-day life. Okay? So here you have to remember, when you are taking these 5 precepts, when you are trying to train yourself in these 5 precepts, that means you are establishing yourself in the sila, okay, in the moral precepts. Then not only you are trying to establish yourself in this shila, but you are trying to uphold these 5 precepts. So you establish yourself, then you uphold what you took, no, like 5 precept or 8 precept or 10 precept, then you uphold this in your life. Then you have to remember in this, when you uphold the precept, when you take this precept, that means some karma is going, right? Karma is going, action is going or not going? Some action is going, right? Like panadipata, the action is going, your action is doing. From where? From which part of your body? Panadipata. Usually panadipata is done by bodily, right? If you want to kill, you cannot kill by mouth. Can you kill like this? Cannot, right? You have to use gun or you have to use a knife to kill physically, right? Adinadana, you cannot go and steal from your mouth, like from the verbal. Can you? No. Physically, you have to go and take something from your hand, stealing. Kamesu michachara, physically, right? Musavada, verbally. Surameraya, physically. Then you check, this is karma, right? Then you check yourself from bodily, verbally, and mentally. You are performing a karma, right? Then while you are performing this karma, then you have to check your mind also, right? Like he says, when we do karma, the Buddha says, Chetanahang bhikkhave kamang vadami. Volition is called the karma. Chetahitva kamang karoti kayena vacha manasa. We do action by bodily, verbally, and mentally. So now you check this 5 precepts. Panatipata, you do. Why you do killing? No, some people, they kill, no? Why? Because of greed, right? Or cruelty. Like they saw a dog on the street, they don't like it. So because of cruel mind, They just go and hit the stone, or they just chase that dog away. So you see, you check the intention, cruelty, adinadana. Why? You steal something. Why do you steal? You check your intention now. You will steal someone's property or someone's thing like mobile or necklace or something. Why? Because of, it can be two roots. It can be because of greed or greed. Because you don't have it, you want it. Because of greed, you steal it. Or because of anger also can be. Because of dosa chitta. You don't like someone's like they got something like better than you. So you don't like it. So because of jealousy, because of anger mind, then you will go and steal that thing and you will just throw it away or you just hide it. You check the intention. Okay. This second can be with two intentions, lobha or dosa. And kame sumichachara. This is purely, you can say, lust, no craving, tanha. Because of greed, you go and cheat your wife, or wife cheat your husband because of craving. You check your mind. Okay, then musavada. This one also can be with two roots, can be because of anger or because of greed. Sura meraya, purely you can say greed. Because of greed, then you take like alcohol or you take drugs. Okay, so you have to check. That means when you are practicing these 5 precepts, that means you are creating a karma. That's why in this katha at the end, it says that the karma we do, the roots of karma is lobha, dosa, moha, and when we do this karma, we usually do with bodily, verbally, and mentally. So it says, then we have to understand one more katha from Dhammapada is sa papapasa akaranang kusalasa upasampada. So that means here, when you are practicing the shila, that means you are trying to avoid all unwholesome things. Sa papapasa akaranang. That means you have to avoid, or you have to try to not to do all the unwholesome things. So now if you go detailedly regarding this katha, sa papapasa akaranam, that means not doing unwholesome things. What is that? So you have to take the actions, bodily action, verbal action, mental action. And this bodily action, what you do usually, from bodily, we can kill, we can steal, we can commit sexual misconduct. Then you have to remember the root also here. Lobha, dosa, moha, greed, hatred, delusion. Okay. Then verbally, we also do action. Right. In verbally, here you have to understand is 4 things. One is musavada, pisunavacha, sampapala, or sampapala is last, parusavacha is fourth, and sampapala is last. So you have to remember. So when in our day-to-day life, from verbally we speak, right? We speak, sometimes we may lie, right? Then musavada, pisunavacha. Pisunavacha means, so while you are speaking, that you got, you are not happy with someone, then you start backbiting. You say, oh, this man did this, they did that, this, that. Simply, you see. Then pisunavacha, sampapala, parusa, 4 things. Oh no, I'm also a little getting confused. But remember, slandering, harsh speech, and gossiping. So here slandering means, no, in check in your day-to-day life, you do this or not. Okay, slandering, speaking harsh speech to someone, and gossiping, right? Like you gossip something which is not useful for yourself, which is not useful for others also. You just gossip. And sometimes you say very harsh speech to someone. They just simply, they have no reason, just say some very bad words, very harsh words to just hurt someone. Okay, so you with verbally we do these four actions. So you check yourself the intention behind why you do this action verbally. You have to check the physical, verbally, lobha, the root, lobha, dosa, moha. And with mentally, we do three actions. That is uh, abhijja, vyapada, and michaditi. Abhijja means covetousness. That means you have a lot of greed towards many things. No? Then vyapada, that means you get anger. Too strong angers towards a person or anything. And last is michaditi, wrong view. Wrong view here. If you want to know very detail regarding this wrong views, there is one sutta in Diga Nikaya. You can read Brahma Jala Sutta. Okay. Now these 10 actions we do orally, verbally, and physically. So when you do these kammas, you check your mind, check your volition, the chetana behind, and check the root, because of what cause you are doing this kamma. So that is a sa pa 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 sa akaranam. That means you have to avoid these 10 unwholesome action. Okay. Then he says kusalasa upa sampada. That means you have to develop the 10 wholesome actions. Okay. In one hand, you are avoiding the unwholesome things. On the other hand, you have to develop the wholesome thing. How you will develop? From bodily, not killing, not stealing, not committing sexual misconduct. With verbally, not telling lie. Okay, 4. You have to just put Veramani. Pana, Musavada, Veramani, Pizunavacha, Veramani, Sampapala, Veramani, Parusavacha, Veramani. That means you are avoiding this. You are not telling lie. You are not backbiting. You are not speaking harsh speech. You are not slandering. You are not gossiping. Okay, from verbally. Then from mentally, abhijja, avyapada, and samadhi. This for samadhi and for this mental action is not that easy for you to understand. So I will give you one more reference for this for mental action. If you have time, you read Samma Ditti Sutta from Majjhima Nikaya, so you will understand. Okay, so when you do this wholesome action, right? Kusalasa upasampada. You check your mind, check your intention. With what mind, with what intention you do this kamma. You do this kamma, the root also here is changed. You panatipata, if you don't kill, you try to save other beings, then you have to check the root. What is that root? Do you know what is the root? Not killing? Adosa, right? You kill someone, why? Because of dosa, because of angry. Then on the other hand, you save the being. That means you have metta, you have like care for other beings, right? So you have to check the root also. Here for kusala is aloba, adosa, amoha. That means non-greed, non-hatred, non-delusion. Yeah, non-delusion means you have to check, understand that the panya, the wisdom is arising in you. So sapapapasa akaranang kusalasa upasampada. So now you on other you do avoid unwholesome, develop wholesome. Then here he says that we not just practicing, avoiding, and developing the wholesome thing. So here the Buddha says kusalasa upasampada, and develop your mind. Sila you are following. So when you follow sila, then you have to go to the next step. What is the next step? Bhavana. You know bhavana? Bhavana means meditation. So just now you meditated for a few minutes, right? 10, 15 minutes. So in Buddhism, we have two techniques or two type of meditation. That is samatha bhavana and vipassana. Concentration meditation and vipassana meditation. So he says, when you follow the precepts, when you establish in the precept, you uphold the precept, is not that enough. So that the next, you have to move the next step to cultivate your mind. Okay? When you cultivate the mind, when you practice your mind to develop. So for what purpose we cultivate our mind? Usually we say for time being we can say just to keep calm, just to be happy in the present moment, we develop our mind. But if you go serious practice, so you can say that you are going for practicing to attain Nibbana, Magga. But for, I think for time being, for you and me, for time being, you just keep in your mind that you are trying to develop your mind is to keep calm yourself in the present moment. To keep yourself happiness in the present moment. Okay, then if you want to practice more harder, more serious way, then you can say you are practicing for attainment of Magga and Phala. Okay, so if you want happiness in your day-to-day life, no, if you want happiness here and now, the Buddha says, try to train yourself in these precepts, Sikha Pada. As a layman, as a upasaka and upasakas, in your life, you have a lot of works, you have a lot of things to do, right? So the Buddha says, in your life, in your day-to-day life, try to practice these 5 precepts, no, to get happy here and now. Okay, so then one day this Venerable Ananda Bhante, he goes to Buddha and asks, what is the benefit of following these precepts, right? Following 5 precepts or 8 precepts or 10 precepts. So what is the benefit? The Buddha says the first benefit is removing of remorse. You know remorse? That means, okay, for example, if you have cheated your wife, for example, okay, if you have cheated your wife, will you be happy? Will you be happy? I think maybe for some time you will be happy, but the rest of your life, always you will feel remorse, right? Oh, if my wife knows, what will happen? No, then no, some problem will start, and you inside you will feel always regret yourself. Oh, I have committed this, I have cheated on my wife, but you cannot tell openly. So you see, regret in yourself inside. This is one, for example. For example, for stealing also, right? If you have, because stealing is done when nobody is seeing, right? If somebody is seeing, will you steal? Huh? If there is an iPhone, okay? Here there is an iPhone. If everyone is here, no, phone is here, anyone will come and steal this? I think nobody will come and steal, right? But now everyone is gone. Nobody is here. No CC camera. Nobody is here. Okay, there is one iPhone here on the table. Most people, what they will do? I think they will look all the direction. Just come, just, right? This is Adinadana. Just, no, nobody is seeing. Just you took and went away. So now you see, you do Adinadana when nobody is looking at you or nobody is around you. Only you know that you took this, right? So now, will you be happy to use that iPhone or that thing? Any experienced man? Or nobody? Any experienced man stealing? No. Huh? You see, when you steal, nobody saw, right? But inside you, whenever you take out, okay, for phone, whenever you take out that phone to use, will you be happy to use? I think no. You will be thinking, oh, if the owner come, no, if he, if or if that owner, some friend or if someone come, if they saw, they will notice, oh, this is, I saw this phone with someone, maybe like, then some remorse, some fear will come inside you. Right or wrong? Right? Telling lie, killing also, same. He says that some regrets will come to you. But if you, so he says that first benefit is if you practice this 5 precepts in your day-to-day life, you will have no regrets, you will have no remorse in your day-to-day life. And he says that Shila is the foundation for moving further. Like now when you build this building, right? What are the main thing? Main is the foundation, right? If the foundation is not strong, will this building will be strong? No, right? If the foundation is not strong, this building will be like shaky or some damage here there every moment, right? After 1 year, 2 years, something will broke down. Right? Why? Because the foundation is not strong. So in your spiritual practice, in our spiritual practice, he says that Shila is like a foundation to move forward, move to bhavana. Like in Noble Eightfold Path, if we see there are 8 parts to follow. But when you summarize this 8, we get 3. What is that? Shila, Samadhi, Panya. Okay, so Shila is the foundation, basic for us to work towards the spiritual path. Okay, so now, dear Upasak and Upasikas, if you want happiness here and now, okay, or if you want happiness here and hereafter, try to train yourself in this precept. Okay, and in Buddhism, we have to understand keeping this Shila, no, keeping this Shila is benefit for whom? If you keep Shila, is benefit for me. If you don't kill anyone, is benefit for you, me. If you don't steal anything, is benefit for me. No, right? You check these precepts. These precepts, when you follow, it's all benefiting yourself. This is karma. You are creating karma. If you are creating good karma, the good karma will come to you. If you are creating bad karma, the bad karma will follow you. Right? It's not like if you break the Shila, you are breaking Buddha's teaching. No. No, okay? If you are breaking Shila, that means you are breaking your day-to-day life's law. Okay? So don't think that if you are breaking this 5 precepts, oh, I am breaking all the Buddha's teachings law. No. If you are breaking Shila, you are breaking your own happiness. Okay? If you are breaking Shila, Buddha will not be unhappy. Okay? Buddha will be like, okay, you follow. Buddha will just look at you. Okay? If you are breaking, that means you are creating your karma. If you are following, you are creating your own good karma. Okay? So, if dear Upasakas and Upasikas, if you want happiness, try to practice these 5 precepts in your day-to-day life. You try to train yourself. Sikha pada. Try to train yourself in these 5 precepts. Okay? And if you have time, you come on full moon and new moon, spend whole day give some time for yourself and try to add some more sila. Try to come and practice 8 precepts. Okay? On new moon and full moon. Add some more shila and practice. And for upasikas, I'm not sure, but for upasakas on Buddha Jayantis, I think Maha Bodhi, Dhammaduta, or here, they organize Pabaja courses, right? For 7 days or 10 days, Pabaja courses. So if you have time, come and train yourself try to train yourself in 10 precepts. Okay? So if you want happiness in your day-to-day life, upasak and upasikas, try to train yourself, especially in 5 precepts. If you have time, come on full moon and new moon and train in 8 precepts. If you have more time, you can come for 10 days, become samanera, become anagarika, and train in 10 precepts. Okay? Okay? So more detail, you buy this Dhammapada and read the Gatha. One by one. Every day you can read 1 Gatha, 2 Gatha, 3 Gatha, and try to put them into your practice in your day-to-day life. Okay? Okay, Upasak, Upasikas? You want happiness now? If you want happiness, practice these 5 precepts. Okay? Then if you want more happiness, practice meditation. Next step. Okay? If you want more happiness, go to forest, become monk. Ready? Not ready. Okay. With this, I conclude my short Dhamma talk. May we all practice on this path. May we get Magga Phala in this life. May all of us be happy and well. May the power of this punya, by listening the Dhamma, by taking the precept, by meditating, whatever punya we have earned, may this punya be support for us to attain Magga and Phala, if possible, in this life. If not possible, until we attain Magga and Phala, may you all be happy and well. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.